Hello, testing 1 2 3. 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Okay, that was a test, you can tell. And I'm Marilee Snyder-Nisiak, and this is Creating Calm Network. Ann White is our producer. And today, this is just a short, quick, new moon, little drumming and reading for your viewing and listening pleasure. It is August the 6th, and depending on what time zone you're in, on the West Coast at 2:52 p.m., it's the new moon. In the mountain zone, it's 3:52. Here in the central zone, it's 4:52, and on the East Coast, it is at 5:52. Anyway, the new moon is important and probably the most powerful moon of the moons in the moon cycle, whether they're waxing or waning or full. And it's because on this day, we ask for what we want to make manifest. What do you want to make manifest? What what do you need to let go of so that you can experience the fullness of your freedom, the fullness of your creativity? And I think that those are great. And I want to make a point that all questions are prayers. So for this day, August the 6th, the seasonal focus is the bountiful harvest because 5 days ago was the first harvest. And the morning focus is the angel of life. And the opening is go gather a leaf after we're done. Look at a leaf and study the veins in the leaf and notice how they relate to the veins in your own arms and hands. We're all connected, no matter what. This is ancient wisdom for now, and that is the name of this show. And our opening meditation is: the late summer days fill us with warmth, and we are content. Our life flows as a river, rushing to the sea, wherein all become one. As I go, I share the waters of my life, as the laden trees share their fruits with all. And as the river does not wish to be a mountain, so too I am content to be me. For the river is mirrored, the essence of all. This is from the Essene Book of Days. This is the 2001 copy by Dan and Perry. And I am sharing that with you because the Essenes were the shamans and the wise ones of the ancient Jewish community. And it's said that that's where Jesus' family is from. So anyway, and today, where will you bring your spirit of fullness? It's kind of an important question, don't you think? And I am going to drum for you, and I'm going to take you on a guided meditation to the cave of the fire, because we're in the season of fire and the sun in the northern hemisphere, and the fire transforms us beyond our wildest expectation. Um, so I ask you to put both feet on the floor, sit back in your chair, lay on the floor, relax, and listen. Listen carefully. The heartbeat. And as you attune to the drum, imagine yourself in a golden meadow, the color of the line in my drum, the Tree of Life drum. And this meadow is surrounded by a forest. ancestors, thank the fire, and retrace your steps through the tunnel, into the forest, into the meadow, into your body. There are 5 caves of the ancestors. They start in the east with the cave of the wind and the air. In the south is the cave of the fire. In the west is the cave of the water and the rivers and the oceans and the seas. And in the north is the cave of the earth and the earth mother. Now notice that the east, that is the air that moves us, and the fire transforms us. But the water, and those are both masculine, spring and summer. The water shapes us, and we need to receive. To be shaped, we receive. We go to the north, to the cave of the mother, and that's the place of healing. Again, we must receive. And the center is the cave of the crystals, the ether, the quantum field of possibility that affects all of the caves and affects our life on a regular basis. So, I'd like to show you a few things. If you can see behind me, that's my very first drum, right here. And I made that in 1992, and I painted it with buffalo glue that we put natural colors in. And then when I got the World Drum in 2007, I got told that the colors in my old drum were too murky. So this is my drum. This is a shield I made before I had Sage Spirit Terra. This is a neutral drum. And so these are some of the tools that we use as shamanic practitioners to go into a shamanic state of consciousness, an altered state of consciousness, non-ordinary reality. And when you are following the drum, you are entering a state of consciousness called non-ordinary reality, where you can talk to all the plants and animals and the crystals and the trees, the standing people, the ancestors. So I'm going to drum some more, and I hope you enjoy today. But before I drum, I want to read a blessing. As the richness of my life brings peace to my soul, and it does, so do I actively share this peace with you. Peace with those I love, peace with those who trouble me, peace with those I fear. Although, since I've been doing all the shamanic work, I don't fear much of anything. Peace with beings far and near, for it is I who chain the dove of peace, or I who let it fly, and I truly hope the dove of peace is flying around the world, spreading her long winged feathers, circling the earth, bringing peace and harmony to all. Have a great day. It's the new moon. Ask for what you want to make manifest. Shungo, my heart to your heart. Blessings of the day. Be well.